Can you tell me what brought you in today?
Mm, so my family is telling me that I have a problem because I have been eating to like cope with stress, which I've always done, and I've been kind of taking more laxatives so I don't gain weight, which makes sense to me, but I mean apparently it doesn't make sense to them. I don't know why.
Okay, so you've been taking laxatives and because you've been stressed in different situations and it's not a big deal to you.
Not really.
Okay. So not a big deal to you, but is it a big deal to your family?
Well, I guess. Well, they are the ones that kind of like made me come here, so I guess it's a big deal for them.
Okay, so you don't see it as a big deal, but your family sees it as a big deal.
Yeah, they're so annoying.
So you're pretty upset with them for making you come.
Yeah, like I already have a lot on my plate, and I don't need something else.
You have all of these things that you already have to take care of that's causing a lot of stress. And here's your family just causing more stress with being worried about you.
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong if I have like a super stressful day at work, then I don't think there's anything bad about me and like maybe ordering pizza and then have some ice cream. It's kind of like treating myself, you know?
So to reward yourself for a hard day, you go ahead and you have pizza or ice cream or other type of junk food because it makes you feel better.
Yeah, I was gonna like treat myself. I watch a show. Yeah, I mean I could be doing worse things.
Yeah, there's definitely worse things you could be doing besides eating junk food.
hmm
How do you feel after you eat all your junk food?
I mean definitely my stomach hurts. Sometimes I kind of like don't realize that I've been eating that much, and like my stomach just gets like so bloated, and then I know I'm not gonna be able to fit in my clothes, so then I have to do something about it, which is usually when like I would take a laxative before I go to bed. Um, and I guess maybe I've been throwing up the food, but I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a big deal. I guess.
So there might be some guilt with eating that food because you don't want to gain weight. And to solve that problem, you either take a laxative or you throw up.
Yeah. Well, I guess I do feel guilty, but it's not like I just don't want to gain weight because that's going to be another stressor on top of all of the stressors. So I think I'm just doing something to like mitigate the stress.
So it sounds important to you to sounds to me like it's important to you to maintain your outward appearance and how you look.
Oh yeah, I mean, if not, my clothes are going to be uncomfortable, and then I'm going to be uncomfortable at work. So it's just, oh, it's just worst.
Yeah. So if you're not throwing up, if you're not taking laxative that causes more stress on you,
Oh yeah, because the next day I'm going to feel like heavy and bloated and tired, and I don't want that.
have you thought of any other things you can do for controlling your weight besides laxatives and purging?
Mm, well, so my brother said that I could like go to the gym, but I don't have time for that. Then my mom said that maybe instead of binging on junk food, then I can probably eat like fruit and stuff like that. But nobody wants to like eat fruit after a stressful day.
So going to the gym and eating different types of healthy food has been offered to you, but it doesn't help with your stress levels. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean it's just like why can't you just be okay with the way I like it's not hurting them.
Yeah. Have you thought about what maybe binging and laxatives do to your body?
I mean I know that like by puking, like ruining my teeth. but I know that, and then I know laxatives are like just messing up my stomach and my intestines. And obviously, junk food is not it's not helpful because for sure, like my arteries are very blocked with fat, so yeah, I know it's not the best.
So you're aware that eating unhealthy and purging and laxative can um, wreak havoc on your body in
Hmm.
different areas. Now, is there any? I haven't heard you talk about anything that you want to change. Is it just that you want to change because your parents are? Has that been brought up because your family's kind of on your back to change?
Yeah, well, that's why they brought me here. And to be honest, I guess when I started, just treating myself to something good after work, it wasn't like I thought that it would stop, that eventually my stress will go away. But now it's already been like 5 months, and like I'm doing the same thing.
So it sounds like because you've been doing it for so long that you still are stressed and you're still continuing to use laxatives and to purge without the relief of stress that you've wanted.
Hmm.
On a scale of say 1 to 10, where are you with thinking about stopping using laxatives and purging?
That just sounds so hard. Um, so probably like a 5.
Why isn't that change level a 1?
Because I know that it's gonna do bad things to my body, and I mean I obviously don't want to lose my teeth, and I mean having pain in my stomach all the time is not fun either.
So you realize that the purging and the laxatives actually have a negative effect on your body, and maybe
Hmm.
that's not what you want to continue to do to yourself.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense that maybe that's something you would want to explore doing something different for yourself.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it. Like I know that it's obvious that I shouldn't do that, but I don't know. It's just hard to find something else. It just seems so easy.
Mm. It sounds like it's something you're really used to doing and it's your fallback, what you go to. Hey, I'm stressed. There's a pizza, there's ice cream. I'm tired. This will make me feel better.
Hmm.
But on the other hand, you said that you've been doing it for 5 months and you're still stressed while you're doing that. So it kind of sounds like it doesn't work the way that you want it to.
No, I just didn't think it was gonna last that long. I just I just thought that I was going through like a stressful part of my life, and then it was gonna be over.
So yeah, stress can cause you a lot of anxiety and health problems and just build things up. And we always go to something that helps us to feel good
Yeah,
to kind of stop that stress.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Um, so if you could change something in your eating habits and in that binging and purging, what would you work on changing?
Maybe like portion size. Maybe instead of eating just a whole pizza and ice cream, then I can have maybe just like ice cream or pizza.
Okay, so choosing one or the other instead of both options when you're stressed out.
Yeah. Or maybe I can, like, I don't know if I can just, cut off everything at once.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, maybe I can just like maybe find something different that I like. I just feel like my stomach is like big now, so it like doesn't get full.
So the way that you've been eating in the past has really increased the, I guess, the weight, your waist side, and so it takes more to fill you up than it has in the past.
Yeah.
I want to explore an option with you, if that's okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm wondering, your family isn't very happy with what you're doing. They're worried about you and they're concerned, yet you don't see as much concern, even though we've explored a little bit about some of the negative side effects of binging and purging.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, in the best case scenario, if you continue to binge and purge, what would that look like for you? What would life look like for you?
Is that worst case scenario?
Best case scenario.
Best case scenario. I would still be able to buy treats and junk food, and I wouldn't have to worry about gaining weight, which it sounds perfect.
Yeah, so you're able to eat what you want. You're
Hmm.
still purging, but your body looks great.
Yeah.
What about your stress level in the best case scenario?
I feel like my stress level will be like okay or maybe like gone. Like at least I wouldn't have to stress about work. You know, like
So,
I should be able to not stress.
okay, so the
I
stress,
guess.
your stress level would be lower. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's talk about the worst case scenario. If you had to, if you continue to binge and purge.
All I can think about is that there was an episode of like real life, and there was this very very big woman that had a giant trash can of puke in her closet. So she was puking and like she was binging, then she was purging, and like I guess not in the bathroom so nobody would notice. So I guess mm, sometimes I think about that. You know, that would be,
Okay, so you saw an episode of a show that really scared you with this woman who
mm-hmm.
has constantly done that, and that's what you see as your worst case scenario if you
Yeah.
continue down this path. Huh. Okay, let's flip it on the other side. What would be the best case scenario for you if you stopped binging and purging? What would life look like?
Mm, maybe I would have like a better way of deal with my stress. Like maybe I would go to the gym with my brother. Um, and hopefully my stomach wouldn't need as much to get full. And I would still be thin and stress free, and life would be great.
The best case scenario, life would be awesome.
Mhm.
You wouldn't have stress.
Mm.
You'd look fabulous,
Mhm.
and you'd be eating healthy.
Yeah.
What is the worst case scenario if you stop binging and purging?
And that would get really, really big.
So the worst case scenario would be getting big, and that's something you don't want to experience.
Mhm.
Causes a lot of stress for you.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
Well, Jimena, what it sounds like you've talked to me today about is that the lifestyle that you've been living with binging and purging and laxatives is something that you've really got used to for dealing with stress, especially since you've been using it over the last 5 months. Um, we talked a little bit about how you see that maybe it isn't the healthiest for you, but it's your go-to at this point to help relieve that stress. Um, and we've been able to look at different scenarios in your life of what would be best for you at the different areas in your life if you were able to stop and or if you continued, the best and worst case scenario. So I appreciate your time in meeting with me today, and I hope that we can meet again and continue to make a choice and decide what's best for you.
Yeah.
Okay.